Well, I've got another one for you, literophiles. Jerry Spinelli's 4th Grade Rats, featuring the character of Suds, who has just transitioned from the 3rd grade to the 4th grade, and now he's supposed to be a rat because of a song that children sing. 1st grade babies, 2nd grade cats, 3rd grade angels, 4th grade rats. Really? Well, okay, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but this young man has a friend who thinks that because they're rats now, they have to start behaving poorly. Not being afraid of spiders, saying no to their mother, and making a mess. Here's the thing about this book. It is a scholastic book. It is made to teach you how to read. It's not that bad of a book, but it's one of those books that, for one thing, the character is a little too involved in love. His 3rd grade teacher is just a little too into him, saying, "You're still my angel." And, you know, you're thinking, is this really what I was like at 4th grade? Because when I was in 4th grade, I wasn't like this. So that's point number 1. Point number 2 is, after you insult your mother, I generally don't think you are ever going to have things be the same again. And, you know, it says right on the back here, say no to your mother. It's just, here's the problem I have with this particular book. Without giving away any spoilers, it's too neat of a story. It's too dandy of a story. You know, back in the day, children's things were like the Brothers Grimm. At the end, the guy died. Almost exclusively. Now, as a 4th grader, I wasn't exposed to much, but if I read this, I think I'd have been bored out of my mind. It's a quick read, it's a little book, but the story is just not engaging enough. You know what's going to happen from the first point out. It's like, yes, you're going to act out. Well, gee, what does that lead to? I'm going to grant maybe a 4th grader, which is what this is geared to, is going to read this and be like, well, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe he's going to act out and everything's going to be just fine. So maybe for 4th graders, this is a good book. Personally, I've read much better books for 4th graders, like, say, the Bunnicula series. This, it just didn't keep my interest. So, again, reasonably written, reasonably readable, but I do not recommend 4th grade rats. I just think it's a little too Mayberry. The characters don't talk the way 4th graders really should. You know, in this book, it's forgettable. You could even tell by the cover art. You look at the cover art here, and it just features 3 jackets. I guess they could be kids' jackets. This book is just out there to get 4th graders to read. And whereas I'm for that, I don't think we should have books just to get kids to read. I think we should give kids good books and give them the desire to read. That's my 50 cents. I'm Richard Neal.